All right, let's talk about esters. Esters are like a carboxylic acid, but the H is the acid H is being replaced by another alkyl group, and it doesn't have to be the same as the one that's over here. So usually they get a one, a R1, and an R2. Sometimes you might see it written as R and R prime, but I'm going to use this notation. If it's typed out in a straight line, you might see it like that. Um, these guys are found in nature a lot. They're responsible for many nice smells in plants and flowers and fruits. We will do a lab to simulate some of those. They're made by industries to reproduce these smells. Um, um, they help form naturally occurring waxes, fats, and oils, and they're used to make polymers um, a lot. They're used a lot in polymers because of the different functional groups. Um, there's no hydrogen bonding to each other. You notice that in the formula there's no H attached to an O, N, or F, so they won't hydrogen bond to each other. So their melting point and boiling points will be lower than might be expected, but they are going to be soluble in water because there is an O, a couple of them, that with, some lone pairs here, that will attract an H on water. They're made by a process called esterification. We'll talk more about what type of reaction it is when we start talking about reactions, but basically you've got this is a carboxylic acid, and you take an alcohol, you add in some acid like sulfuric acid, and what happens is the H comes off of here and the OH comes off of here, and these two things join together to make water, and then this thing attaches on where that was, and we get this esterification. Naming, we picked the longest chain with the C double bond O is going to be the root. The alkyl chain attached to the oxygen is giving the ending YL, and the root gets the ending anoate. So putting these in action, this thing is going to be named first. It's a branch. The thing that's attached to the O goes first. And so this is ethyl. It's an ethyl group. And then this is a one carbon root over here. So it's ethyl, new word, methanoate. Make sure, yes, a space. Yes, the other ones didn't have a space. Yes, these ones do have a space. Again, we have an ethyl group over here, so this is ethyl. Over here I've got over here I've got a propyl group, so I'm going to have propanoate, but I do have a chlorine here. So I'm going to put it out here, so it's alpha number 1, 2, 3, so it's 2 chloro ethyl propanoate. Yes. And that's how we name these guys. They're all over the place, and they smell really fruity. And you're going to enjoy that when we do the lab.